Hi guys, welcome back to Great Meheut Photography. Today we're going to cover something a little different. So first of all, let us get into this. So today, sorry guys, I've been in for the cold a little bit. What we're going to cover today. So today I'm actually going to talk about taking the photos from your SD card. So that's taking it from the camera itself into your computer, the process I go through. So we're going to go back to what I call photography 101. This is the basics of photography. I want to do this video purely because I was looking for this and I have never been taught photography. I learned photography about 6 years ago in school, and it wasn't like a lesson. It was a friend that was like, yeah, let's go take a few photos, let's do this. And I was like, alright, cool. Everything I know I'm about to teach you guys is self-taught. So where do we begin? So obviously we need to get the photos. So what I normally do first is I create a folder on the desktop, and I can get to it. So because of I took these photos this morning, so I'll call these ones morning. I hope I can type properly. Morning photos. And I'll put the date 03/08/2016. So that gives me reference. Now I open this folder. Now I need to create another folder, and I call this one raw because I always have to have the raw. I always keep the raw files. Then I create another folder called edited. So in there I then create. So in there it's where all the photos will eventually go. First of all though, we actually need to get the raw files. So removable disk, and it's on there. It's in this folder, and they're right at the bottom. So these photos were taken this morning about what, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I went out and did these photos. And you can actually see one of the photos I did on Instagram, guys. So if you want to find out where my photos are from, check me out on Instagram. And I do upload the odd photo here and there. If I remember, I'll put it in the video. Probably won't remember, so you probably won't see it. But follow me on Instagram, Craig_Meheut_photography. So we'll remove them, minimize that, and paste them in there. There's not enough. Really? Really? Right, so we have to do this a different way. Go there. Minimize that. So I have a hard drive purely just for photos. Oh, cool. Well, it's kind of my work drive. I do need to really sort it out because I'm starting to save photos in a lot larger file format. So what we'll do is we'll cut that, paste that, raw. Right, let's try this again. So, oh fuck. I mean, sorry guys. Paste. So there we are. 2+ gig here. This is quite normal when you're shooting raw, guys. So remember, when you're shooting raw, make sure you have plenty of space. That's no joke. The amount of times I've had to clear the computer out because of something. %, 10%. Sorry, I just need to clear this folder out. Check the file size of all this. Yeah, I can clear that folder. So I just have temporary files that just need to be deleted every so often. Do this for all. Continue. There we are. Just clears up a bit of space on my computer. Skip. Not much. What about you? Sorry, I'm kind of replying to Facebook as well. So guys, always make sure that you have space. Like, this is pure raw. I've not pre-done anything. All I've done is I've gone out and taken these photos. So that's all I've done ahead of time. So if I make any mistakes, you're gonna see it. I'm not gonna cut it. You're just seeing my mistakes. So we're already at 60 plus photos, and there's still more coming off, as you can see. There's loads of photos. This is one of the things you will accumulate over time, is taking photos. So over time, you're going to accumulate a lot of photos, and you're going to need space to put them. I could use my secondary hard drive on my computer, which is a 4 terabyte drive. I have a MacBook Air available, which I will be using when I go away. I've just currently been away. I may have said in the last video, I can't remember. I was away. I was doing a lot of the editing on the Mac. When I got home, obviously, I want to focus on the computer more. So it makes it easier for work, and I can actually have things more across screens. I have screen there, and screen there. Just easier for me. Always try and make your job easier, guys, taking photos, especially your camera equipment as well. Really try and sort it out in a way that you know where everything is. Don't worry if someone else doesn't know, because that's not them. Unless you work with that person, both sit down and actually look, alright, how do we want our equipment set? Okay? Did I miss a few files? Apparently so. Cut. There. Why are... Skip. Oh, I don't know why those two aren't coming over. Just make sure the hard drive's not full. No, it's not. Oh, I don't know. Right. So, always have a quick view of your photos, how you want to see them. Right. So, don't know how this will work, so I've actually never previewed photos. I just track them into Lightroom straight away. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is, this is where we actually look over the photos and actually decide, right, which photos one we're going to keep, which ones are we going to use, which ones are just pure terrible and need to be deleted. So these are the kind of things we're looking for. What you're seeing here, this was about 5 in the morning, I think. Actually, I can tell you because I have it on my phone. Yeah, this is about 5 in the morning. This photo was taken. Nope, sorry. Why do I have that photo at a different time? Oh yeah, I took 2. So this photo was taken about 3, 4, 5 in the morning. Don't ask me why I was still awake. I hadn't slept. I was up. So I'm looking at the colors and I'm going, right, what are we looking for? So this red, this is what I want to keep. So these are the kind of things I'm looking for, is the color in the sky. Just slightly zoomed in. And here was, so I was out here trying to set the camera right, but I was also trying to capture that redness in the sky. So as you can see, I went really bright, but it's good because I can work with this. The swan. Again, I was trying to capture the color. So there we are, I'm starting to capture that color of the sunrise. See, that's just terrible. So that, delete. Okay, so I can't delete it for some reason, but ducks, seagull. So that was just capturing the color. So this photo I'll probably do a lot with. That actually came out alright. So the point, you'll see with this one later, because this is probably the one I'll use as an example, maybe, I'm not sure. Just capturing different colours. One of the boats that was in the harbour, Scandi Africa, beautiful boat. big boat as well, so. And just me playing, seeing the seagull, I was like, right, I've got to capture this, and this is what we got. Beautiful photo. You can see here with the light coming around with the buoy. Some people call them buoys, we call them buoys, where I live, so. I couldn't sleep, so went and took photos. Sorry guys, I'm kind of in like two things here. It's quite normal for me. So this is actually a Tiddick. Very difficult to capture at stupid o'clock in the morning because of the lighting. But I was trying to set the camera while doing some of these photos. Pigeons. They were just there, so I was trying to get as close to them as I could. So that you can really see the colour. You can really see the quality of the... What you're mainly looking for, guys, is the quality in your subject. So making sure your focal point is actually on the centre. Trying to capture, and you take thousands of photos. I'm post editing as I'm doing these. So I'm going through, right, that's rubbish, delete, that's rubbish, delete. And I'm doing this all the time because I'm always checking my settings. And that's just him looking at you going, hello. So you can see here, I'm taking tons of photos. Yeah, they flew away after this point, so. Sorry, people were saying that they see my photo on Instagram. Actually came out really nice, that one. I don't even know what bird this is. I have no idea. Tiddick was hunting for fish. That was a seagull with a crab in its mouth. Interesting story with this one. I just seen the seagull in the water. Next thing, it's on the shore trying to rip a crab apart. Why not? Old fishing boat. Tiddick. Really hard to capture these birds with the right. If you got the right settings, you'll capture it. But it was just roads were quiet. Nice reflection in the building. So we've picked our photos. We're done with this folder. Yes, we can close this. Now, move this off the screen. Let's go into Lightroom. So I'm in my library. Obviously, you can see a lot of photos here, but this is because I work in a nightclub as a photographer as well, so ignore them. Now, I drag all of these photos in. And I let them render. So once they've sorted themselves out, we'll be back. Right, we're back. So, sorry, I had to go downstairs and get my graphics tablet as well. I do recommend a graphics tablet. A bit easier to work with than a mouse and keyboard to some degree. I just got one off Amazon. Pretty cheap, like 40 quid maybe. Nothing fancy, it's literally just a board that just so happens that when I move my mouse, well, hold my hand on it, it likes to move as well. Pretty basic. Right, so biscuit crumbs everywhere right now. So what we're going to do is, because we've got all our photos in, yep, so what we're going to do is click on import. They'll then go into the library module. Make sure again they're all in. Yep. And then we're going to our develop. Now, in our develop module, I really do need to sort my desk out. I'm running out of space. I got paperwork everywhere, money bags, oh, everything. Joys of owning your own business. Stuff everywhere. Right. So, in the photos, we're looking at the quality. So I can see here these are really grainy. We're not going to go over grain today. I actually want to try and avoid talking about grain as much as possible for now. But if you guys want to hear more about it, like how to remove grain, leave me a message and we'll get back to that. So what I'm going to do is, so up here you can see our little window where I have, it's kind of like a preview almost, I think you could call it. Obviously if you watch up here when I zoom in, it tells you how far in I'm zoomed. Oops. So it just means I can zoom in. Oh. I can zoom in on things. I can see a bit more quality. So I can zoom right in if I need to. I try not to, but sometimes it is necessary. But so what are we doing now? So I'm going to go through and pick what I would say is the best photo. So I'm seeing up here this nice yellow that I'm liking. But then this one's nice, but there's too much in it. So there's this building, you're seeing the garages, people's houses. Not as interesting. That is. These lines are annoying, but there's nothing I could do. It's BT free. Those that don't live in the UK, British Telecom, internet provider, phone provider, just the worst one ever. I'm always arguing with them. So what we want to do is maybe try and tamp with the color a little bit. So I can bring the blue in a little bit more. See, that's nice. The exposure. Maybe bring that up a little. That's mom tagged me in. Ah, she did exactly what I told her not to. Thanks, Mom. Love you too. Sorry, guys. So, I brought the exposure up so it's a little brighter. Now we're going to add a little bit of contrast. So you can see what it's doing. So that's no contrast. Bring the contrast up, and it really brings the color out more. Our highlights, bring them down a little. Our shadows, so we can bring them up and really show the color of the trees. Sorry, apply this quick smiley face. So I like that. I like seeing the green just showing maybe how bright it is up here. Like that. I like that there. Others may say, oh no, that looks horrible, that's not nice. Well, that's your opinion. So the white I want to bring down. I want to keep the color. The color is the important part. And my blacks, bring them down a little bit as well. So you can see even just here we've done a lot. What will this do? Oh shit, no. Right. So we're going to go down. Now, my saturation. So this is like my black and white. My saturation. Where I want to maybe change a few of the colors. Just example. So say like the blue. I can remove the blue. Why would you want to? I can bring the blue out a little more. So let's bring the blue out a little bit. Purples. So you don't want to bring out too much where it really like shows it. You just want to do it enough that you can see the difference. And our reds, because there's red. See there, if I bring it out 100%, look at that. Doesn't look good. Just want to bring the red up a little bit. Maybe our oranges as well. And our yellows, is there any? Bring our yellow up a little. Our green, because we have trees. Which actually isn't doing anything, surprisingly. Our aqua. We'll bring that up a little. And our magenta, which we actually do have a bit of, so we'll leave that about there. So I've not actually tampered with it too much. So that's a basic edit. So here you can just see I've more or less I've brought the color out a little more. There's a way somewhere I can show you the way before. shit. Wow, I really screwed up, didn't I? Yep. Can I redo? Okay, so yeah, I really screwed up. Okay, so we're just gonna redo the edit again. Great. So I could just show it to you again, to how I do it. And so again, it may not look the same as the first time, but again, we're just getting the same basic idea. And okay, so we're back where we were. Sorry guys, these headphones get quite sore. I am wearing headphones, just block out other sounds and whatnot. I really don't like. I don't know. I'm just so used to wearing them. Plus, obviously, always playing games as well. So, or in video conferences with people. Right. So maybe I want to add, say, a little bit of this. It just kind of darkens the corners. I'll show you fully what it does. So all it does is it brings a shadow in, and it gives a really nice effect, I would say. I use this a lot. And the other way it does white. See, for me, white's not working. But this black is. Bringing this black all the way around the image. Gives a nice little effect. Let's just see. Grain. So I can reduce grain there. So what we call grain also refers to noise. This is caused by our ISO. Again, once I've got my other camera back, we'll actually talk about the in-depth settings of the camera and basic what kind of each thing means. Because I'm still learning it as well. A lot of things I actually don't know what they mean. I just know what they do. So over time you'll learn it. So we've sorted that. So we can dehaze our... Oh shit. Sorry. Oh, wow. Didn't mean to do that. See how that looks. So there we are. Zoom out. There we are. So guys, that is what I call a basic edit. Now, let's just show you how I save my images. So I export. They go to this folder because that's just where I edit them to, just when I'm doing my other job. I just know where they all are. And I do tell them to go in their maximum file format. Quality 100, JPEG. Leave that as it is. That should be it. Export. Now what we do is we go here. And I go grab the image. And there we are. Basic edit. There. So guys, I hope that's a big help for our first episode of Back to Basics. I will go into more depth and detail about what each thing does within LightRoom. We'll go on to watermarkings. Maybe do that next episode. We'll then watermark images to how I would do it with my logo. How I would, if I get I'm away from Tuesday, so there'll be no uploads for at least a couple of weeks. So I'll maybe try and do a backlog of them. If there's anything you guys want to see video wise, drop me a comment below, even drop me a message and I'll try and reply to it. You can get me on Facebook at facebook.com/Craig Meheut Photography, and there you can actually send me your JPEG image. You need to send me a, sorry, not JPEG image, your raw image. It has to be raw or I will not edit it. So I'm sorry if you don't send me that. Raw is extremely great to take photos in, so much more detail, and you'll even get a mention in the video about your photo. Any more inquiries regards to anything to do with Craig Meheut Photography, you can contact me directly on Facebook, and on my Facebook page there's a link to my website as well. So drop me a like if you've enjoyed this video, subscribe for more content, and also like me on Facebook for even more updates on my photos and anything else I am currently doing within the photography world. Find me on Instagram as well, guys, Craig_Meheut_photography. I am uploading there every so often as I travel. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you really have enjoyed it, please give it a like. Guys, we will see you next time.